Alright YouTube, it is Wednesday and the day after the earthquake that hit, well I say the day after, it's just about 18 hours ago now that the earthquake hit this country, and I thought I would do a tech news roundup. So here goes. The first one, and this is quite a big one of note, it's to do with the battery life on the MacBook and MacBook Pros. If you look on Apple's website, it now says that the MacBook does 4.5 hours. It used to claim 6. Now, what's happened is Apple have turned around and changed the way that they advertise the time. It used to be the absolute best case, 6 hours. They're now using what's called 4.5 hours wireless productivity for the MacBook, which basically means that with wireless on, doing emails, word processing, you know, all the usual stuff, you can expect to get around 4.5 hours out of your MacBook's battery. So this is quite good because it now means you know pretty much what you're getting into, what kind of battery life you can expect, rather than an absolute best case. So it's a welcome change, and one that has caused a bit of confusion, I think, initially, but definitely worth it. There's also talk that the next MacBook and MacBook Pro updates are coming up in June. Now, apparently, Intel is planning to replace the Santa Rosa mobile platform with Montevina this June. And it says more. This is from Daily Tech Reports. This is on Macrumors websites. Link in the sidebar. It says more specifically, they claim that Apple will be revising their notebooks again this June to incorporate the newest chipsets. Have a look at that article. It's quite an interesting one. It looks like we're going to start seeing more regular updates from Apple, certainly on their MacBook line, and who knows, maybe that might move to the desktop, but that is purely rumour at this point, so I just thought I'd point that out. In terms of from Macrumors, that is pretty much it. You might like to know that iTunes is the #2 music retailer in the United States. Which is behind only Walmart. So that's quite impressive news, and I just thought I'd share that with you. Moving over to PC Pro's website, again, link over there. One of the headlines today, Microsoft dismisses Net Nanny idea. It says here, now this is quite an interesting one because Microsoft have done something really good here, but it says Microsoft has dismissed the government idea of pre-installing Net Nanny software with high security settings on new computers. It goes on to say the idea was mooted by a Commons Culture, Media and Sports Select Committee hearing designed to find ways of protecting children from harmful online content. Now this is here in the UK, however, it says when the idea was put to an attending Microsoft executive, he dismissed it in no uncertain terms. Setting filtering controls at a high level is the equivalent to blocking the internet. It would be living in the dark ages in my view. And that was said by Matt Lambert, the head of corporate affairs at Microsoft, and it was reported in The Guardian. It's on PC Pro's website, so just click on the link and have a look at that. In other news, the Sony EPC, the Asus EPC, Sony has said is trouble. What it basically is because the EPC, which is what, less than £200 for a very portable laptop, it's got a 7-inch screen, runs a custom Linux distro. I mean, it's a brilliant machine. I've seen one of them. I wouldn't mind one, to be honest. It's great if you just want to do emails, word processing, MSN, that sort of thing on the go. Just, it's crack on for that, and for the money you can't fault it. And it's been proven popular, and Sony have basically said that it's going to cause them to it could begin to shift the market in an entirely new direction, resulting in manufacturers having to radically drive down costs to compete. I think it says it all right there. It's just a wonderful little bit of kit. And incredibly popular. And finally, the EU has slapped a record fine on Microsoft. Apparently the EU has fined Microsoft a record €899 million for antitrust violations, bringing the total fines imposed since 2004 to €1.68 billion. And that is an extreme amount of money. And considering, was it last week that Microsoft announced that they were going to open up, it's certainly quite a hefty fine. But that's pretty much it for the tech news I wanted to round up today. So next week I will do the same, and we'll see, and hopefully it'll continue. Anyway, please leave comments, rate the video, and hopefully you found it maybe slightly useful, or certainly enjoyable. Anyway, alright, thanks.